Are you a parrot head and you're wondering, where's the Jimmy Buffett tour? Why hasn't it been announced? Well, stick around and I'll tell you why the announcement may be coming soon and why it may have been delayed. Welcome back to the Steelhead Station, and if this is your first time here, be sure to like and comment on your way out. Now let's get into it. Jimmy Buffett normally announces his concert tours for his summer segments by early April, and when that time frame came and went, many people were wondering, is there going to be a tour this year? To which Jimmy, backstage, announced that yes, there is a tour coming soon. So now you're wondering just when you're going to be able to get your car ready and your concert gear ready and head out to see Jimmy this summer. Well, to get to that possible answer, we're going to have to go back in time and look at what Jimmy's been up to and gone through in the last year. As we all know, in 2020, Jimmy was on his Life on the Flip Side tour, along with all of us, when the world got flipped upside down. And everything had to be canceled because of COVID. Jimmy went in and held up with his family and put out videos and songs to keep us all entertained while everyone tried to figure out what the hell was going on in the world and how we were going to be able to go back to concerts again. And so he gave us this. But then, in early 2021 and through 2022, he went back on the road. Life on the Flip Side redo was back, and it was rolling. After a few shows, including one incredibly cold show at Pine Knob and the following Thursday at Cleveland, Jimmy kept adding shows back and trying to reschedule shows that were canceled from the first go-round. But then, something bad happened. Jimmy's health took a turn and he was briefly hospitalized, and his doctor advised him that he needed to be off the road to recover. And once again, Life on the Flip Side tour was canceled. This was met by most fans with just get well wishes and we'll see you when you can get back out there, Jimmy. And during that time, there were some other things that Jimmy started to do. He started to visit some of his old haunts, and he started working on a new CD that's going to be out very, very soon. This CD is going to be called Equal Strain on All Parts. Something his grandfather used to say, and kind of leads back to Jimmy's health problems. When this was announced, immediately there were rumors that it could be another album of duets. And that became kind of obvious when this happened. And Thanksgiving 2020, Kenny Chesney posted a video of himself on the beach in Malibu, miles from Jimmy's home, saying he was working on new music and enjoying the California sun. Within just a few hours of that post going up on Facebook, Jimmy posted his own video on Facebook from the same beach, and this is his message.
Well, I was supposed to go surfing today on Thanksgiving Day, but look at these onshore winds. Oh my God, it's the Santa Ana, Santa Ana winds come again. So, if you like that Steely Dan song, you'd like today here. But there's no surfing today, but have a very good Thanksgiving out there, everybody. We'll be back out in California in March to finish those shows off from 2000 and whatever year, Thursday or Blur's Day. And then we got some other things coming up, but Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Stay safe. Fins up. Oh, my head almost went up. Yikes! Okay, I'm getting out of here.
So we know Jimmy and Kenny were within miles of each other on Thanksgiving. And we know that Kenny's plane left a few short days after Thanksgiving. So it's safe to say the new album is going to have works from Kenny and Jimmy on it. And now we're getting back. It's been a long video already, but we're getting closer to why the tour hasn't been announced yet. We now know what some of those other things Jimmy said he would be getting up to are. And that was recording this new CD, and he happened to stop into Nashville to do a little more recording, possibly with these gals. We'll wait and see. We also found out that one of the other things Jimmy had up his sleeve was that he was going to follow up the Life on the Redo tour by finishing it this coming weekend, May 6th in California. But he also, before that, started a brand new tour, the Second Wind Tour, and he played some very special shows in Key West. So let's get to the theory of why the concerts have taken so long to be announced and what could be possibly going on. Hopefully, if you made it this far into the video. So we've made our case that Jimmy has had health problems. He's had scheduled and rescheduled concerts, and he's begun to reevaluate everything. He's going to special places again that he's once visited. He's coming up with a brand new CD. He is working on this CD with his colleagues and also his mentees like Kenny Chesney. And that's why it points to the reason the concerts are taking so long is that Jimmy has other people coming out on the road with him. Jimmy is not a stranger to having openers. He's had Lionel Richie, John Fogerty in recent years, and he's got this guy Jason Mraz opening for him this weekend. And he shared a Hurricane Show stage with Jake Owen and Kenny Chesney. And pre-COVID in 2018, Jimmy actually was an opener. He opened for the Eagles for 4 shows. And that leads me to believe, because of the 100-mile rule, that the reason these shows have not been announced is because there's another headliner. Now, you saw that Jimmy canceled a concert recently for, I believe, the Atlanta area. And the 100-mile rule, if you don't know what it is, it's simply that a artist and venue cannot announce or officially book another show within 100 miles of a show they already have scheduled. For example, what you're seeing here is Van Andel Arena. And this weekend, once again, May 6th, Kenny Chesney is playing this arena. And the contract that he would sign would state that he can't announce a show that he's playing within 100 miles of there until he plays this show, or in some cases, this show sells out. So that would mean that he could not announce a show of any kind at like Pine Knob in Detroit or anywhere in between there, somewhere around the 100-mile rule. It's not a totally strict 100-mile rule, but you get what I'm saying. So as Kenny and Jimmy both finish up their tours in the next weekend or two, I think what you'll see is the shows finally be announced. Whether or not Kenny is a co-headliner, or it could be anyone. It could be a festival like the Old School Saturday Night Live. So again, in conclusion, in summary, Jimmy is likely heading out on the road with multiple people to alleviate his time on stage while also giving everyone the best show they can possibly get, and also to make it special for everyone, because he's making things recently more special, more intimate. And I'm sure on the Bing and Bong show on May 6th, this weekend, we're going to find out for sure. And we're going to find out that this tour is going to be a short tour. It's probably only going to be a few cities, but it's probably going to be special. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my conspiracy theory, if you will. But hopefully it was an educated guess conspiracy theory. And I will see you in the parking lot, everyone. Like and subscribe. This is the Steelhead Station. Go green. I'm out.